top signs she's using you and what to do about it. Hey, how's it going? Today let's dive into the biggest signs that indicate you're being used and how to handle the situation once you realise it. Sometimes I just find myself chuckling. I wonder if men actually recognise when they're being taken advantage of, but still choose to stay in certain relationships, maybe because they're deeply infatuated. They might be holding on to hope that this woman they're interested in will eventually acknowledge them and develop real feelings. Or maybe they're completely unaware that this is going nowhere and that she's only around for what she can gain. In this video, I'll be revealing the major warning signs and what actions you should take when you start noticing them. Right after this, welcome back. My name is Jessie, and let's jump straight in. If you're ready, let's get into it. So the first major sign that she's using you and what you should do about it. The first clue is that she expects you to pay for absolutely everything. And when I say everything, I mean literally everything. Even the smallest expenses, things she could easily afford herself, end up on your tab. Now, if you're with a woman who never, ever offers to contribute financially, chances are she's just taking advantage of you. But there's more. Here's another huge red flag. Every time you both go out, whether to a restaurant, a store, or any place where money is spent, she consistently chooses the priciest options. She picks the most expensive meals, orders the finest wines or drinks, all because she knows you're footing the bill. And this doesn't just happen once, it's a pattern. Every single time you go out together, she goes for the most expensive option available, showing little to no concern about where your money is coming from. Even if she's aware that you're not exactly wealthy, just a regular guy doing his best, she continues to spend recklessly. That's a major red flag. Now, if I were in your shoes, I'd suggest making it clear that she should also pay for something. I've talked about this before on my channel. Personally, I see it as a simple way to test if a woman is genuinely interested in you. When a woman truly likes you, she doesn't want you to keep spending excessively on her. In fact, she's the one cautioning you to slow down on your spending, saying things like, "Hey, I don't really need this," or "I can always get this later." She might even offer to split the cost or contribute, rather than assuming you'll always cover everything. Let me just go ahead and raid the store. Number 2. She's already mentioned once before that she only sees you as a friend. Yet, for some reason, you still believe you have a shot, which is understandable, because I do recognise that there are cases where friendships eventually evolve into something deeper. However, I feel like, and I have girlfriends who do this, I've even done it myself a few times, where I am very clear and upfront about not wanting anything beyond friendship. And yet you persist. You keep offering things, and after a while I just stop resisting. At that point I'm like, okay, I've already told you my stance, so at this stage it's not like I'm taking advantage of you, because I've made it clear that I don't see you that way. But if you insist on offering to buy me X, Y, and Z, then sure, I'll let you. If you're going to spend, I'll help you spend. Simple as that. So just make sure you don't end up stuck in that cycle, all right? If a girl says she only sees you as a friend, what should you do? Take her word for it. I actually have a video that explains how you can get out of the friend zone. And maybe now is the perfect time for you to check that out on my channel, because I won't be diving into those details here. But the fact remains, if she says she only wants friendship, believe her. 3. She avoids deep conversations. Everything stays on the surface level. Your interactions lack depth and she only seems interested in brief, casual exchanges. If you take her out for a meal, she's really there for the food, not for you. She's showing up because she wants a free meal. And honestly, who doesn't appreciate free food or nice things or good company? But if she consistently dodges meaningful discussions, then she's not serious about anything beyond this transactional dynamic. It's obvious, because typically when a girl genuinely likes you, she'll be inquisitive, she'll want to understand you better, to know more about your life. She'll open up about herself and her world. She'll be excited to see you. But if this girl is constantly keeping things at arm's length, never sharing personal details about her background, family, friends, or interests, then you're clearly not going anywhere with her. Because when a woman is truly interested, she'll be eager to learn what makes you tick. She'll want to understand how you think and function. She'll try to connect with you on a deeper level. So if she continually resists serious conversations, even when you're steering the discussion in that direction, then it's clear she's not the one for you. She's using you. She is absolutely taking advantage of you for whatever it is that you're offering her, whether it's your time, your money, free meals, or anything else, right? And you shouldn't take this relationship or whatever is starting to develop too seriously. Fourth, she only makes herself available when she needs something from you or when it benefits her. In other words, she only engages in situations that are convenient and favourable to her. It doesn't matter what you think, what you say, or how much effort you put in. It makes no difference. You can never seem to get her to go out with you, or if she does, it's only because she truly has a reason. For instance, just like when you're hungry and suddenly crave a certain meal, you reach out, but at any other time, that person is irrelevant to you. You get what I mean? She is only around when it serves her, like when she's hungry. If you call her right after she has eaten and suggest hanging out, chances are she'll decline because at that moment she has no need for you. So be cautious of women like this. Many men fail to recognize these signs, often because they are so fixated on pursuing a woman they desire that they ignore the subtle red flags. But if she is only present when it benefits her, my brother, you need to run. Just go. Leave immediately. Run. She's taking advantage of you. Oh, and there's this particular that happens in Manchester, especially in smaller towns. Now, if you're watching this from somewhere other than Manchester, let me know how things work in your area. You invite her out expecting a nice intimate dinner or a casual lunch, just the two of you, right? Then she arrives with 2, 3, or if you're really unlucky, 4 or 5 friends. Suddenly, it's no longer a simple outing. It's a full-blown gathering. And the worst part? She doesn't even consider how much money you have or what you're willing to spend that night. She just appears with an entire squad, you know. Typically, women do this when they don't fully trust you, feel unsure about being alone with you, or are simply there to waste your time. If a woman ever pulls that move on you, where you invite her out, just her, not her friends, but she shows up with someone else, especially without giving you a heads up, just know she's only there to drain your wallet. She's there to spend your cash, burn through your money, and make it rain with your hard-earned dough. No joke. She's in it for the financial gain, ready to cash in on you. If that's not a clear sign that she's taking advantage of you, I don't know what is. Wake up, bro. Drop that girl fast. She's a money guzzler, trust me. She eats up cash like it's a midnight snack. Run for your life. Now, the last piece of advice I'll give you is this. When a woman is only using you, she doesn't invest emotionally. If she's not emotionally connected, chances are she's just stringing you along. If you don't call, she won't call. She doesn't care. She doesn't complain. Or maybe she's just not interested. I wouldn't outright say she's using you, but it's possible she simply doesn't see you that way. You're just a convenient option. If she has nothing better to do, she might agree to hang out with you rather than stay home. There's no emotional investment, no real connection. She's completely detached. She won't even make an effort. Tell her your birthday, she'll forget it in a heartbeat. She won't bother to remember, even with all the tech available these days. I mean, it takes seconds to put a reminder on a phone. If she still forgets, doesn't care, and shows no emotions whatsoever, then just know. If she keeps going out with you, it's probably because she's bored and just using you to pass the time. It's a fine line. Sometimes women are just not into a guy, and men fail to notice it. But I hope these pointers help clear things up for you on how to navigate certain situations with women. There are certain women who simply don't care. They're users, just like men. I'm not saying that men don't do the same. In fact, many of you are guilty of this too, right? But what I'm saying is, if you really want to figure out whether a woman is using you, then the tips in this video could be quite helpful. Thanks a lot for watching. If you enjoyed the video, you know what to do. Hit the like button, subscribe, and turn on all notifications so you're alerted whenever I upload. And once again, thank you for watching. My name is Jessie. See you next time.